How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Poolside Cigar Reviews with Kirk. Today I'm taking a look at another cigar from the House of Emilio line. This is the 1502 Emerald from GPC, and I think the name 1502, according to the website, comes from the fact that 1502 was the year that Christopher Columbus discovered Nicaragua. So this is a 6x50, very firmly box-pressed cigar. And it's got a semi-closed foot, which is pretty cool. Very nice looking cigar. Very just buttery soft. I think this is a Nicaraguan Habano wrapper. And the website said there were San Andres long filler tobaccos. So that's pretty cool because I've been digging Mexican tobacco lately. So let's get into this and see what we get out of it. Go ahead and pop the cap here. Perfect draw. Just a little bit of sweet tobacco. And a tobacco and mild barnyard smell off the wrapper there. Let's go ahead and toast this. Smells good already. A very straightforward medium tobacco off the first light. It's got a nice musty aged flavor to it. I didn't read too much about this. I don't know what the age are on these. I do know that all the House of Emilio cigars do tend to use aged tobacco, and this definitely has that taste. It's almost Padron-like. Very nice. Yeah, you know, with aged tobacco, I find they're very complex. The flavors are very well melded together, and it's difficult to pull individuals out. But some of the players in here, I think, are definitely leather, you know, just a straight tobacco, a little bit of just a very mild coffee. To me, it's very much Padron-like. It's very much like a Padron 64 natural. So, and that is a good thing. So, I will keep trucking on this. I'll let you know what else I get, but so far, very impressed. So, I will be back, let you know what else I get. Stick around, guys. So, I'm about 20 minutes in, and a third of the way down or so. The burn is a little bit crooked. Ash is hanging on pretty nicely, but I bet it'll come off if I tap it. There it does. You know, I have a problem with box presses. They always tend to burn a little bit crooked. This one's not bad at all. I feel like when you smush a cigar like that, you know, it's rolled to be circular. When you smush it, you're just going to naturally create more dense and less denser, and you're going to have air pockets, and you're going to have other more dense places. So I think it's very difficult to have a really nice box press cigar that burns totally straight all the way down. Well, this one, really not bad at all. I haven't touched it up. I don't anticipate needing to. You know, the wrapper's burning all the way, so it's fine. It just doesn't look quite as nice when you don't get that perfect burn. But that's really not important. What's important are the flavors, and so far this is really good. It stayed with that tobacco core, definitely. But I've had in the first third some good doses of like a dry cinnamon spice. And then on the retrohale, it's a little bit woody. And even has like a slight meaty, savory flavor to it. So, and all of those are flavors that really appeal to me. So far, really liking this cigar. And it's still in the, I would say, medium range. So I really like this. It's got plenty of flavor. And the flavors I'm getting, I really like. They are complex. It definitely tastes like aged tobacco. So if that appeals to you, you'll probably dig this. But hopefully we get some more changes as we move along. And I will keep smoking on this, report back to you with what I get. Hang out, guys. Okay, so I'm about 35 minutes in now. Sorry, my arms on my chair are insanely hot. It's burning my skin. Okay, so about 35 minutes in now. Burns pretty good. Burn kind of evened itself out. I put this down a couple times, went in the house to get some water, and it just burns like a champ. It does burn pretty quickly, though, and I don't know if that's because I'm smoking it faster or just because it does have a pretty loose draw, so sometimes cigars with a looser draw will burn faster. Second, third did see some changes. The spice really picked up. I wouldn't call it a spicy cigar, but there's definitely some spice there. You definitely get some black pepper tingle on the tongue, although it's more of a heat, not so much of a flavor. I wouldn't say there's a lot of black pepper flavor. Again, just that, kind of pepper tingle on the tongue. Definitely some woodier notes picked in the second third, and I am really digging it. And I think for this final third, I might grab a cocktail. So stick around and find out what I come up with. So really liking this cigar, and hopefully it finishes strong. See you guys in a minute. Okay, so I'm just finishing up my 1502 Emerald, and this is a bang-up cigar. Now, burn time is only about 55 minutes, so really a pretty quick burner, I think, for a 6x50, but very pleasant. The final third revealed a little bit of minerality, along with just some continued spicy tingle that extended out to the lips. So, really like this cigar. Great burn. Never corrected it. It was just a little wavy in the first third, just a little crooked, caught up. So, for a box press stick, especially one that was box pressed as dramatically as this, A+ on the construction. Awesome cigar. It has a very open draw. Personally, I like that. I like a really open draw. So that was good for me. I don't know how much this costs. This was actually sent to me by Gary Griffith with House of Emilio, so I did not pay for this cigar. So you can, just take that into account as far as my review. But I think I'm pretty honest. I like this cigar. It's a good one. So definitely look out for this. I think there's other reviews on it on YouTube as well, so you can check those out and see what other people thought. But for me, I definitely give this a thumbs up. And I did grab a cocktail, so if you're waiting in suspense, yes, it looks very girly, but it's a gin and citrus cocktail. The blue curacao gives it that blue color. It's just mildly sweet, but I think it's sweet enough to appeal to both women and men. And just a general tip, if you're going to drink cocktails with your cigars, or really anything, this is kind of a pairing tip. Something that I really do think that anything that's going to be citrusy is a good pair if you're really trying to taste your cigar. Because citrus, anything that makes you salivate, anything sour, it's really going to cleanse your palate. It's kind of like if you go to a French restaurant and they give you orange sherbet before your meal. It makes you salivate. It really cleanses the palate so that you're ready to taste whatever you're about to have. Similar to like the ginger slices you have if you go get sushi. So really not a bad cocktail to have. As far as pairing wise, they tend to stay, I think, pretty distinct, between your cocktail and your cigar. I don't think you get a lot of melding of flavors like you might if you're pairing a bourbon or a scotch or a rum with a cigar that will complement each other. This is more just cleanse your palate. This has got enough flavor to it that it definitely stands on its own. Your cigar doesn't interfere with the drink, and I don't think your drink interferes with the cigar. I think I get a lot of that with wine as well, but much more so with something citrus-based. Like a lemon water is a great one. If you really don't want to interfere with the cigar, lemon water is a good way to go. But this is, again, a gin and citrus-based cocktail. I call this the Sea Turtle. This is a Kirk original cocktail, and I actually just made a video on how to make this. I'll put the link to the description below. If you're curious, don't write it off, guys, as a girly cocktail. And, it looks nice, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with looking nice. And cocktails like this impress ladies, so don't write it off. So thanks a lot for stopping by, guys, enjoying a cigar and a little bit of a cocktail with me. Check out that video. Make sure you click the like button. Click the subscribe button. If you've had this cigar, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me what you thought. But I think it's a bang-up stick. So I'll leave you with that. I always appreciate you stopping by. And I'll go ahead and leave you with my key to eternal happiness. Keep your feet in the pool, a drink in your hand, and a cigar in your mouth. Have a good one, everybody.